took me to the hospital. I'm currently in the ER. And we're like,
Jesus Christ!
I thought the freaking office was breaking in and trying to take us.
For that, you get crap.
Get back here!
Where's Joey? Joey's not getting
No.
Yes, I get priority.
No.
Welcome back to the Foscottweman Report. We have
That
to
is in your bag, my guy.
Welcome back to the Foscottweman Report. Wait, no, hold on. I gotta use my Jack Kelly voice. Welcome back to the Foscottweman Report. Where today we got the flow.
Awfully silent today.
We have Jack Kelly, which is yours truly. We have the silent we. I got none other than man.
I'm talking here.
Sorry, that's gonna be bleeped.
I am the man.
Oh my God!
And now we have a special guest, the young today.
I'm
Chug.
talking here. I'm not chugging
Chugging.
Mountain Dew Spark. No. I don't have the milk today because I forgot.
Unfortunate moment. So tell us, what happened to our dear friend, Scott? Where did he go?
Shot himself
Scott?
in the
Nah, I
foot.
don't know where he went, man. But he's on the stage, I think. He's going over lines for some show that's happening. But
That's fair.
I'm Jack Kelly. Nice to meet you.
I know all about you because I'm in like 5 different scenes with you in it. So
Oh, yeah, you are, aren't you?
You're good friends with Pulitzer, aren't you?
I wouldn't say friends.
I get to beat him up, be like his biggest fan, and then like assert power over him. And like I'm going full circle here.
Yeah, you went full circle. You first smacked me across the face, and then you were proud to be a part of my union, and now I was like, oh, you're here. Because you went from being Oscar the bully to
Bill,
Bill.
and then Theodore.
and then he went to freaking Theodore Roosevelt.
You know what?
And that tells you anything.
I'm just progressing. Okay.
No. Okay, so
Context.
here's the thing. I
Context
was
is
wanting
needed.
Derek to be Theodore Roosevelt.
I have the body type for it.
And no, you could have done the voice as well.
Yeah. And
But you're like, nah.
and then also I did this, so I won't be able to.
Well, you're wearing a hat.
You're wearing a hat for it.
As long as I had a hair tie, I could get it all in.
Yeah.
You gotta get the classic smile and glasses stuff.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. Like, there's so little guys that I was probably like, since you and Tim were like for sure gonna be like one of the 2 lead guy roles, it only made sense that
It's
I would.
and then they got both of the lead guy roles.
Well, yeah. Well, because like I know Pulitzer and Jack I think we're like no matter what we're gonna stay with the dudes because obviously.
Both
Tim and Nathan were pretty
Dude.
much locks for that. But like, but I know like characters like Crutchy and stuff. It didn't matter what gender they were.
Yeah. Tim's Pulitzer kind of scared me of how good he played.
He's hilarious.
It was good.
He's hilarious, honestly.
Dude, his
I just can't take him seriously because it's Tim.
It's Tim. Well, yeah, it's Tim.
If we
but
had-
he does really good acting. I like it.
if we had better poker faces, you guys would have had to stop the scene where Leah accidentally dropped the phone.
That would have
Because
worked.
Tim
It would've worked.
so well.
I actually-
people in the band were laughing. Other people behind the stage were laughing.
I was actually telling him because he was talking to me about it. He's like, it was working so well, because we were taking our pants off and changing back in our clothes. As you do.
As
With
men
the
are.
homies, with the boys.
And I told him, like, tell her to keep doing that. To, like, get people to eventually stop laughing, and that could work as the scene. Because I
Yeah.
thought that worked pretty well.
It does. That's what improv is for. In the musical itself, there was the funny thing was. Have you seen the musical?
I have.
You know the part where the guy drops the phone. He says sorry.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
that. That was improv.
Yeah.
And it happened
Was
at
it
the same scene.
Yeah.
Same scene in the same exact
I
timing.
just love the way Tim said he's like, what are you doing?
Pick that up.
Like,
Amateurs.
no hesitation. Like, I honestly thought that was a part of the scene there for a second.
Yeah.
Because obviously, I'd never read lines for that scene. That's
I'd
not my
never
scene.
seen Newsies or read the lines, so I was seeing them in pit like, damn, that's a good ass scene. Then Aaron else starts laughing. I'm like,
That's not a part of the scene.
bruh.
Okay, guys, we should probably give context to people who
Oh yeah,
don't
that would be smart. Welcome. Oh yeah, I'm Scott, by the way. Anyways, welcome to the Foscottweman Report, where today my topic is going to be about the drama show that we're having, Newsies, about a bunch of ragamuffins of New York City who are a bunch of 17-year-olds trying to sell papes while an evil man named Pulitzer, done by Tim Neeson, is trying to raise the price of papes. So we
And
went
they
on strike.
Stick it to him.
They stick it to him. Yep,
They do
I
say
do
that.
so. Yeah.
They do say that, yeah.
Oh, that's right. You did say that. I completely forgot about that. I'm just going with my own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I wasn't that. I'm not that into musicals at all. Like I basically got pushed into this because I was one of the only dudes who was even interested in doing acting and
Which
stuff.
Joe Fo was gonna maybe do it, but he was like, no.
Yeah, he was talking about that, but I think he said stuff with work would have sucked. Really
Yeah.
bad.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Work
yeah,
would have
would've.
sucked for him.
Because I already had to cancel 2 days of work today.
Yeah.
Yesterday and today.
So I mean, I totally get why he didn't do it,
Mhm.
but
But
I
also,
mean-
he was like, I'm reluctant. I didn't do it because we're all stressed right now. I made an article on Scott Inc.
yeah,
about
bro, I'm doing horrible.
No, you're not doing horrible.
Oh no, I'm talking about like stuff
Mentally.
stuff apart from the show. Like I have missed a bunch of assignments. I got barely any sleep last night too, because
Yeah, I have a test upcoming tomorrow.
oh, same.
I
I'm in
got
that.
Yep,
I'm in
yep,
business
same
class.
class. We're gonna
I
fail
took-
it, maybe. I'm gonna get probably a C plus. I know
usually-
pretty well that the supply chain itself.
My lowest test grade in my class is a B plus. So.
Yeah,
I took
last
three
lowest I think I
Benadryl
got
last
was a B minus because of something I didn't do.
Yeah. I took 3 Benadryl last night after getting home from musical practice and playing in pit. Dude, I was out until 6:45. I slept through 6 different alarms.
I took 2 last night and I was out as well. but-
I just got home, worked on homework, and I fell asleep while I was working on the
Dude, I've
homework.
done
So
that
I
so much.
so I wake up, I'm like, ugh. And my YouTube was still playing because I was watching a bunch of YouTube
Hold on,
video
I
essays.
got a call.
He has a call. I'll continue explaining my story.
Hey Savannah, I know you.
Okay, yeah. So like I'm laying there and I'm just like, oh, this is good. And then I wake up and I realize it's like 5:30 in the morning.
Unless I'm reclined in my chair. If I fall asleep sitting upright in my chair and fall asleep with my head on the desk,
I was laying in bed.
I will straight up walk through my sleep, get in my bed, throw the blanket on somehow. And I don't know, I've always woken up in my bed. And no one who's in my room to look at me.
That's fair. Well, luckily, I'm also the only person in my house who lives in the basement, so I can hear.
Hey.
People. So I can hear when people are coming down the stairs because my room is literally right next to the stairs.
Yeah. I'm there. I'm there right now.
But I mean, the show is going better
For how little time you've had, yes.
because first rehearsal was rough.
It's always first rehearsal.
Yeah, and second rehearsal
I
was.
was getting a shoe. I was talking to Savannah because
We need shoes.
I need shoes.
I don't have shoes either, so that's
Oh well, I think your shoes probably will work for any kind of.
Yo, this man
Well,
need all the ruffles. These are my ruffles. These are mine.
They're mine,
Peyton.
Peyton. But anyways, I
That's
was
what
saying
Batman need.
how we're going on what is it, like this will be our third attempt at the full thing.
Full run, yeah.
So
It was rough.
the first one was
It was
Okay,
rough.
last night though was
we
actually
canceled Act 2 the first time we went through it because it was that rough.
Yeah,
I
I went
can-
through the mental drain of kissing one of my best buddies, Katie
I-
Johnson.
I
I think I'm getting better at it. It's just that both of us hate it. I'm in a relationship, but the lady I'm with, she's like, I don't give a shit. So
I'm
because she
dead
knows that
ass.
I don't.
I straight up didn't expect her to go full. I thought this was gonna be a quick go.
Yeah, I was surprised.
It was louder than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Because no, you're in a relationship. Katie doesn't. Like,
Oh yeah, well yeah. Me and Katie, we both hate it. We were both thinking because there was the scene on the singing part.
Yeah.
I was supposed to take my hat off and look like we were kissing. Tristan cut that out.
Great job, director.
But yeah, I mean it looks better. Like as that way as is. It's acting. I'm getting over it.
Yeah, I mean,
You know, it's just that like throughout my entire life, I've never not kissed someone. Like I didn't have feelings during a kiss, and I don't have feelings for Katie. We're buddies. We don't do that.
Friends are friends, bro.
Exactly. And yeah, with all that being said, it just kind of hurt at first, but we'll call her Ken. Ken's all right with it. I'm all right with it.
and obviously the show.
This is kind of needed for this. Yeah.
Well, no, you guys should do a Wrinkle in Time. How the two at the end of the movie didn't kiss.
Oh yeah, and everyone was like, ah! I was sleeping during that. I remember I was sleeping right next to Dathan, and we were both sleeping because we didn't give a crap about the movie. We were just getting extra nap time, and we just all woke up together because the girls were screaming like, they didn't kiss.
I was next to Mr. Rittenhouse for the entire movie. It was so good. He was always cracking jokes, and the girls were screaming. He started laughing. I started laughing. It was a good time.
Yeah, he's
I mean,
hilarious.
But I think we're doing well. I feel like this rehearsal will go pretty well considering
Yes.
we're finally, like, a lot of us are finally coming to our senses about what we need.
We also have the band doing it again. And
Oh, wait, hold on. He has to say something.
I stuttered on one of my songs. I missed like a half a line in my Santa Fe. So I proceeded to last night fall asleep to listening to Santa Fe. And this day and today, 3 periods.
I heard you in business class go like,
I was trying to like sing it. I was singing like silent singing because I didn't want to disrupt the class for 3 periods, about 50 minutes.
More than that.
More
An
than-
hour and a half.
No, they're 47 minutes apiece.
47 minutes
That's what he was
period
doing.
a piece, around 50. That's what I was going with. And I think I got it because last night I was sleeping to Santa Fe, but then I realized once and for all we're kind of not doing the best in because we're missing lines.
Yeah.
I put that on, and I also missed a bit on my finale, which is doesn't take much to be a dreamer. All you gotta do is close your eyes, and a made-up world is all you ever see. And once my eyes are finally open and my dreams they ever size, there won't be much nothing if you ain't with me. That's all I need to know for finale
I mean,
because that's a little solo.
I just think you get a lot more leeway than most of us because you are the lead role. So
Yeah.
I totally understand why you are messing up these little lines. I mean, like it'd be different if someone like me had one line in the show and I mess up my one line. Like, how are you that incompetent to where you do one thing and you mess that up?
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of your stutter, there were a couple times where you stuttered through lines, and I'm gonna be real with you. I think it helped your character because like Jack Kelly's just kind of a young kid.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
through
so
some
also the
things.
thing is like he kind of ad libbed a little bit when he messed up.
Yeah, when I messed up, because like
But and it didn't.
I'm not gonna call people out. I'm not gonna say their names. Some people like cut me off mid-line. Like during my my very sad speech, the second speech I had,
Yeah.
I'm supposed to come in saying, if you want to be treated like an adult, start acting like one.
Yeah.
Don't make some sense. Don't just
Thingy-majiggy.
thingamajiggy. I get cut off at like
You got cut off last night.
yeah, I got cut off because I'm supposed to say I'll think of it in a second. If you want to be treated like an adult, start acting like one. Make some sense. Don't just run your mouth. That's the line. I got cut off at the 2 second lines. All I gotta say was, if you want to be treated like an adult, start acting like one, which still works. But
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I thought
it messes with my head.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure for you because that's the line you've come to learn.
Yes.
But like for us, I thought that sounded perfectly fine
Mm-hmm.
because that totally just sounds like the cool line that the protagonist says when he comes back.
Katie also almost kicked me in the head last night a couple of times.
Oh yeah, because you're
So,
right next
I
to
am
me.
lit-
Yeah, because
When I-
I fall asleep at the very beginning of the show, and I'm like right next to Derek's head.
And how I have to sit with that because we're so crowded on the stage. I would put it on the ground, but it's fine. We have it figured out.
Yeah.
And so I'm leaning on one side playing my trombone.
Because or else you hit Brandon in the head.
No, I hit Emily in the head.
Oh.
Because Brandon's right next to me because we basically share the same part.
right.
And volume-wise, we should be louder. But so I'm sitting there doing that. I didn't even notice Katie came that close to kicking me.
Mm-hmm.
And I try not to lean on it during when you're actually performing. Because I don't want someone to see just this arm out of nowhere up here.
Yeah.
So
I also thought it was cool how I digged into all the Newsies hats because we all had these little hats that
I need to find
my brother
one
wears.
tonight.
But the funny thing was, I went and got every band person one. I think
Yeah,
a few already had
I
some,
saw that.
but
I
I thought
saw
it was
that.
really cool because they're all Newsies.
I'm not gonna call her out by name. We'll call her Carl, the red sweatshirt.
Yep, Carl. Yep.
She should wear the red hat.
That's what I'm saying.
Because
Sure,
nobody's wearing it. There's no point for anyone to wear that red hat. Because I know
Yeah.
I know
The
it's
only
wrong,
person that would wear it is Spot Collins,
but they're not wearing it.
and they're not wearing it.
Which like I kind of get because I tried it on and I'm like, it's not.
It looks like a train conductor hat.
Yeah, it's,
The hat I have makes it look like a train conductor. And I like that.
yeah. I mean, like I had to rummage through because I'm there for one scene as a Brooklyn Newsie, which honestly I don't even know why I'm there for that scene. Because to be honest,
Ambiance.
no, the thing also is that like for Act 2, I don't do a whole lot to like start off, but I have to go from Brooklyn Newsie. I gotta change out of that, get into Bill's clothes, go to the other side of the stage, come in as Bill, do that song, go off that stage, go to the other side, completely change into Roosevelt, and like one scene later, I have to walk in as Roosevelt. I'm like,
The only reason why is because Brooklyn Newsies are more of like a bigger part in the scene because you have the other scene where it's like Brooklyn's here. I think Brooklyn Newsies are good because like they have to be other people because I mean Maggie's gonna be a newsie and then turns into Spot Collins, which is the main Brooklyn newsie, the Jack Kelly of Brooklyn. But it just feels better because like I don't think you'll see it. I don't see a difference in the Brooklyn Newsies. Is there a difference? Yeah, so that's the only reason. But
It just sucks for me because I have to run back and forth during like that entire like few scenes. Like I have to, and I change clothes 3 times between all those scenes, and I'm like, and I have to change clothes the most on anybody in Act 2.
yeah, and
I'm running around.
and usually I don't need to run around. But the one time that I did was when we were doing the practice scene. You gotta catch me first. I push you and I proceed to run the opposite way.
Yeah. Which honestly, it's fine because if you do run that way, it's whatever. Me and Maggie just have to go to the other side, but it just makes it more convenient if you run to where
with you guys, because then I run right next to Crutchy, give Crutchy her crutch,
and then me and Maggie are set up to push the cart out.
Yeah,
which we also need to figure that out because there's that box that they gave us with the coins in. I'm probably just gonna carry that because it makes a lot of noise when we move it.
Yeah.
It's like ricketing all over the place, and I'm like.
because I want to use some of the coins because like what at the very end of the show,
Well, yeah, because
Jack goes like and he walks all the way over to Weasel and he puts down the coin. And everyone goes and then they start the song.
Not everyone also had a coin.
Yeah,
I'm like, guys,
I got the coin. I had that coin in my pocket ever since you gave me that one. It was like extra, terrifying flight for Brandon Frodo. You gave me that quarter. I kept that in my pocket the entire show, and then I'm like, I pulled it out at the very end, slammed the
genius. It's genius.
It's ingenious. I'm just truly a smart man.
And honestly, I'm in the characters
It's not
game.
true. I'm not smart.
I think what you guys cast as the characters, they're all perfect.
Yeah.
Like
Honestly.
Liz, she's rocking it.
Yeah, Liz is doing really good.
Honestly,
Like, she's
Liz has
amazing.
had no time for this show.
No,
She
none.
was. Did she even show up to any rehearsals? Like,
There was almost
Pre-run.
not because pre-run she had the same like thing with Kennedy. They both are in softball.
Yeah, and
they
they
only have like 30 minutes of like practice
And
this
so-
entire time.
so-
We have like 2.5.
so basically, showing up was obsolete for them because they weren't getting a lot out of it.
And you know what the funny part was? During all those runs, Liz didn't have a single practice for her song.
Yeah, and she's killing it.
She's killing her song. Yeah.
Liz messed up once between every single full run rehearsal so far.
Yeah,
Which, like,
That's amazing.
dang.
that's just good. I messed up a few times. Caitlin's messed up a few times.
We all.
Everyone's
Hey,
made
so
up.
did I yesterday. Because the thing about Roosevelt, because Roosevelt is like my main part. Like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's the first part that I get listed for. Because I think it goes in order of how big your parts are if you have multiple.
Mhm.
Which I have one. I'm the dude with some of the most parts in the show. And Roosevelt, he says a ton of stuff at the end. Like those 2 scenes,
yeah.
he says so much, and a lot of it is nobody even responds to him. So I gotta like move to people, but I know what he says. Like I remember the lines. It's just the order in which he says them because some of them feel kind of confusing. Like the go out there and give the kids good news. And like 15 lines later, he says, "And think about the happiness you'll bring to those children." I always think those go together for some reason.
Yeah, and I feel like when that happened last night, we skipped out like a few lines.
No,
we didn't because
No,
like
we
weren't the newsies supposed to be going like? Mm-hmm.
well, that's on them because well, no, because they're in the background.
Yeah.
So that like they're supposed to be saying like or like doing
Yeah, they're
whatever
doing
they
their
want
hums.
there. Like what me, you, and Tim did that was normal because we're the only ones who talk once I fully enter the scene. And I also realized I did not walk over to you when I shook your hand. I'm supposed to walk over to you when I say like.
Yeah, that's why I stood up and walked to you.
That was my fault.
It still works. Though.
It still works because
It's
you
like-
you're the governor. I have to.
Yeah, the persona of Frank Theodore compared to Jack Kelly, it would make sense for Kelly to go walk to Roosevelt.
for
rather
me,
than
Yeah.
walk to
For me,
him.
it also works better because in the actual show, he does walk over to shake his hand, and then when he goes and he says, "Joseph, I do it with a smile." He grabs him by the shoulder. I'm left hand dominant, so I'm using the cane with my left hand.
Yeah.
So I have to go to Tim's left side, so I can
Yeah.
wrap my arm around him.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna do that. I realized I messed that up. I'm like, darn, I can't grab him anymore. So I like move my shoulder against him,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like nudging him.
And yeah, I think the only thing that we kind of messed up on was Once and For All.
Yeah, well, 'cause
That was a big
we had
one.
to completely redo that.
Yeah, there.
I was changing. I was about to take my pants off. I was literally in the motions of my pants being off, and they're like, "We're doing it again." I'm like, I had to sprint
Yeah,
back
because I
out.
remember you didn't have your shirt on.
Oh,
I'm
I
like,
did not
oh.
have my shirt on. Well, I didn't have my jacket on. I had
Yeah,
my
the
shirt.
jacket.
I had my-
Yeah, he was
Once
shirtless.
for all.
We just forgot lines.
We forgot like the whole
Uh,
song, and it wasn't going very well because we didn't know the words and we didn't know.
I just don't do anything. I literally stand there and I'm like, and I push it off like,
yeah.
woo.
Yeah, well, because
I'm proud to be a part of your union. That's it.
Yeah.
my running theory was that you guys just weren't up at our tempo. Well, the band was playing.
Well, that's also a problem for some people because a lot of us,
It's
we didn't
really fast music.
because like the juniors and seniors have been on like stage before and know what this is like. For like
It's
me
not
and the
weird.
freshmen, we're fully adjusting to this.
And honestly, the freshmen, you guys are all doing a really good job adjusting.
The only
to it.
thing I messed up on with choreo was yesterday when I was Oscar and I had to punch. I didn't line my punches up with.
I didn't
with
do that either.
Yeah, which I know that's the point, but I'm like, wow. I see Louise having a lot of fun right now here.
Yeah, he's the silent we. He's
Yeah,
just
that is
here.
true. That is true.
He also is in drama.
You know, honestly, the one thing I'm wondering
He
is
would never be in drama. It's Peyton.
if Joey did the musical, who would he play?
He would be
I think
Davey.
might
He would be Davey.
He'd be Damien, or I feel like he might be a good crutcher.
I don't see him as a crutchy only because
I
he's
actually
so.
kind of like Haley as Crutchy.
She's doing really good.
Well, also her singing voice, I think, is.
And
one of the better
you
ones.
guys haven't heard Joey sing before?
Oh
I've only
my
heard.
God,
He has a good
voice.
singing voice.
Yeah.
The only reason why he doesn't want to do choir is he's not a fan of Mr. Haley.
Anyways,
Bleep that name out.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
monster. But honestly, I feel like Joey could have worked for multiple parts. Honestly, I mean, I definitely think he'd be a good Davy. Because because the funny thing is the joke with Luke being less is that he's tall.
Joey is
taller.
huge. So yeah, it would work.
Taller than me. I like how Luke goes, "Oh yeah, I'm 10." Brandon makes her look around. We get close, and he whispers, "Why is the younger one taller?"
Well, no. So actually,
You want to hear the funny thing? Tristan and Savannah didn't have Luke as less. They were going to put Luke as some newsie that does backflips and stuff like that.
Oh boy.
Mr. Haley had to have been the one that made Luke as less. Which we were like, has Mr. Haley seen the musical?
I just remember because Luke and Gus weren't able to audition with the rest of us.
Yes.
And so they had to fill in like the extra parts. And I'm just like, that's whatever. I don't think Luke has a horrible singing voice at all, and I definitely think he has the comedy to pull off less. It's just he's the tallest one.
That's the only
He's playing
negative thing.
He's the youngest newsie, and he's the tallest one out of all of us. And honestly, I'm kind of fine with the line that he says, like, I'm tall, because he
says I'm 10 now.
Yeah, which I get it, but like it was funnier when he said I'm tall because it kind of shows he's a little stupid, you know.
He's a little stupid. He's just little and he's a little stupid.
So
yeah,
it's whatever.
It's whatever.
Anyways, Reese's peanut butter cups with potato chips.
No. Sponsored today is Reese's Pieces.
All right. So I picked these up at our local gas station.
How are they?
I have not tried them yet, but let's go up to the camera so you can take a look at this. Yeah. So this is Reese's peanut butter cups with potato chips inside of them. Now Reese's has been coming out with like more and more flavors and putting stuff in them, and I have the pretzel ones. And
The pretzel ones are
and
pretty
the,
good.
The young,
Pretty all right.
young and Sky here agree with me. Well, you don't seem to agree with me on a lot of things, but
Yeah, that's fair.
Country people on my road.
they're all right.
You have no room to talk.
I'm a mix of country.
Now I'm gonna try myself.
I'm full country, bro.
I'm gonna try myself one of these.
Oh, those are big cups.
All right.
Oh wait. Oh, I don't have my backpack in here. I had a knife.
So it's in my hand.
And
Crunchy.
you hear the
Hear the
crunch with
crunch.
the potato.
Well, that's good. I thought the potato chips were honestly going to be soggy because of the peanut butter.
Honestly, yeah. Are they soggy?
Oh, they're crunchy.
Really?
I can hear the crunch.
Yeah, we
Go
all
up
heard
to
the
the
crunch.
mic.
I do not taste potato chip. It's just texture.
It's just so it's like crunchy peanut butter.
Can we snap that one right there in half or try to?
I'll try it.
We want to break
I'll
it up
try
a
it.
little more.
I've never been a fan of Reese's peanut butter cups because, I was for a while.
Logan's going to hate you.
Well, yeah, no, he
I
knows
was like-
because we had a Reese's competition and I had so much I puked and I just can't see them the same. So I'm gonna try and.
Remember, leave one for me too, because I bought it.
Well, yeah,
Of
so break
course.
them into quarters.
I'll take the smaller one. Here, you can do
Yeah.
that.
So I mean, like, there's not a lot of potato
It
flavor.
doesn't look
I
like I,
don't even
see any
see
potato.
potato chip.
I said break it in half, Parker.
Oh wait.
I told you.
I scarf it.
No reaction. Just
Do you agree with me that it's only texture?
No, I taste the potato.
I don't.
Sure.
Really?
I only taste peanut butter. Honestly, I'm kind of fine with the texture.
Same.
And I'm sorry. I'll have to make it up.
this is just not been my day.
Why? What else have I missed?
Join drama, Lamar.
He will not be doing that anytime
Stay
soon.
at the school until 10.
Not to insult Peyton, but
I feel like his parents mostly wouldn't let him.
Yeah.
that.
You'd be a good techie.
Honestly, I could totally see Peyton being one of the techies who like pushes people out of the way when he has to do something. Like, move.
I haven't ever had to do it. Even with Little Shop. Little Shop, I didn't have to push people out the way because I was
Right.
carrying the plants.
Oh.
So
But
if you were in the way, you're
also I have terrible stage fright.
Well, see, when you're a tech, usually people don't see
they
you.
ignore you.
Still,
Well, also for like lights and microphones and stuff, you're sitting at a table in the gym. You're not even like on the stage right
Yeah.
Oh, you mean those?
You're in the
people.
Yeah,
darkness.
techie, stagehands.
Okay.
I mean, like, yeah, they're the stagehands who come on and help, but they're making a bunch of us like newsies.
Well, because you don't have a lot of
characters.
tech. Because I'm in pit, DJ has to do sound, Colin's doing light. We don't have Logan.
Joey's. I don't know what Joey's doing when
He
he's
has
there.
work.
Mm-hmm.
He's just there.
He's more of an actor than tech.
I see that.
I kind of regret my decision to do pick because I also want to be Roosevelt, but I also want to do tech.
I could have totally seen you being Roosevelt, but
I
thank
could've-
you, but
we
thank
don't-
you God for not doing Roosevelt because thank you for giving me the stage
Yeah.
and that final moments because let's
And
be honest, I don't know how good I'm doing as Roosevelt.
And I'm going to be
I'm not
honest,
I go with an old man voice.
I feel like
He played an old man in one act.
I had to get.
Say Theodore Roosevelt's famous line, because this is something he actually said in real life. Keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground, kid.
Keep your, eye,
Okay, don't talk
keep
like
your
Mike.
eyes on the stars and the feet on your ground, kid.
I sound like Brandon.
Basically, just strange voice is what I'm
eyes
going
on the
for.
stars.
Well, I can't sound like Brandon. I can make a voice from deep like this. Oh, I can go high like this.
Deep voice is just coming
And
off as like
always-
over exaggerated.
really
And
strange.
always carry a
Keep your
bitch.
eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground, kid. Jimmy's mad.
Yeah, I mean, well, also like with all my characters, I like what I do with my voice. I try adding like this weird sarcastic tone to it,
What are you doing there, laddie?
No,
That's
not
my
like
old
that.
man voice.
which like I don't know if you can tell when I'm talking to like Tim, but like when I'm addressing him and stuff, like my lines slowly but surely like lose their tone a bit, and I just slowly get like mean and passive aggressive to him, which I think kind of works.
I feel like that would work. I feel like that's what Roosevelt would do. Yeah.
Well,
I feel like
I actually read up on the guy too, so I like know how his personality would be.
And I
He
feel
got
like,
shot during like what was it?
speech.
He got
Speech.
shot, got up, and did the speech after getting shot. What a beast! He's just built
he
different.
would also
Yeah.
literally hold boxing matches
In the White House.
He also
Until he got injured.
he also murdered an entire elephant by himself.
Yeah.
My man's murdered an elephant, took it, and just kept it.
Not to mention, he was one of the most influential presidents we've ever had in this country.
National parks would not exist in America. if it wasn't
Also,
for Teddy
Traverse the
Roosevelt.
world and always carry a big stick.
There would also be, I don't remember what their name is, really big oil corporation that controlled everything.
The monopoly.
The oil monopoly, and we would have had Carnegie Steel monopoly around still. He straight was like, no.
No.
And blew
Even
up.
though like it is discovered that he wasn't like the coolest dude ever, like he was kind of a not cool guy to a lot of people. But then again, he's a president. No president is cool. Okay.
And also,
None of
his daughter literally said, I don't want serious service protection, and carried a revolver in her purse at all times.
What a Roosevelt, honestly.
Yeah.
His
She
daughter or
truly
his
was about-
wife? I was pretty
Daughter.
sure.
His wife died. Like a while, like before he became president,
Yeah.
she died.
Oh, it was his daughter.
So, yeah, so his wife died, I believe, while he was still in the New York legislature, and he got so depressed that he gave up his daughter to like I don't know if it was his sister or something. Disappeared to North Dakota, opened a cattle ranch, chilled out, became a colonel, came back to New York, and was like, "I'm governor," and then he became president. Like, what a beast!
There's a line from Epic Rap Battles of History from Roosevelt where he comes in. I'll try to find the lyric for it.
I'm like, it just blows my mind. Like, this man literally disappeared to North Dakota and comes back and just becomes president. Like, what a
Which one was it? The one against Churchill?
Yeah.
Or? Yeah.
what a Chad.
Truly.
Theodore-
I admire that man. But like also one thing I wanted to bring up as well with the because Tim said this once and we were talking about
I
this.
don't
That's
think
why
they
when
have.
Tim did that little speech, I was there with him because we were both going to do it, but he kind of said most of the things I was going to say, which was whatever. But the amount of stuff we had to deal with for this show,
It was
school,
insane.
the amount of time Tristan being a new director, everyone getting used to him,
Schedule changing.
schedule changing, a bunch of new cast members.
Spring break happened.
Spring break happened, which that was the time I studied the most. But
Well,
now-
yeah, but like, it was like that was so early on in the show too that I feel like for some people a lot of the motivation wasn't quite there yet.
Mhm.
Me.
Yeah.
Um,
And there are a couple of freshmen. I won't call them out for the scenes that they did. They just forgot their lines,
Which is,
And they have like,
laughed, and tried to do the line again.
I mean, look,
yeah,
They're freshmen. They're new to
it's
it.
whatever.
it's
So
whatever.
they get-
Just as long as they don't do anything on the show.
I mean, like, yeah. I mean,
especially not laughing.
unless like you like, let's say you're like me, and like when you're Oscar, and you have to like yell at someone to leave, like to beat it. Now, if I mess that up, that'd be pretty bad. But if you're like just in the back and you say something like snarky or whatever, and you mess that up, it's fine because most of the background news is just ad lib anyway.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't put too much pressure on yourself. If you're
I don't know if you. No, I don't think you yell as much as me and Tim.
Well, no, but like, Oscar's like supposed to have like that presence of being like, hey, I'm not nice to people. I'm gonna beat you up, even though I'm not very like. Gus is supposed to hold me back, and I feel like he forgets to do that sometimes.
Yeah,
I'm like
'cause,
Gus, I'm stopping myself right now. I'm gonna launch.
Yeah, because like I'm like, hey, but I guess it's an honest like because Oscar can't count.
because I'm actually moving like with real force.
Yeah.
Like I'm like that's why I want him to stop me. I'm like, dude, throw your arm out. And
That's
push
what he
it.
does with me. And it's great because you know the little scene where I throw Snyder out of the way and I start running and then I hear Crutchy. I'm like Crutchy, and like when I'm running, I see Gus and Gus like grabs me and he throws the crap out of me. I go off stage and I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna fly.
Well, also the funny thing is like it's the
He's
same.
really good at it. I love
I
it.
keep on telling people like when I have to get moved, like when Gus needs to hold me back, or when I get the circle.
Losers, your God is here. Rejoice.
No.
Yes. Thank you, Nathan. I am here. I am rejoicing because you're here. Thank you.
Currently rejoicing.
May just be me, but
Derek, we may have some heresy.
Webby, she's bad at Rainbow.
okay. I
Just
think me
Joe, it's
the
Joe.
team Nates would kick your butt, Peyton, and you know that.
Actually, Peyton and I played.
I know
against
that.
them.
I will definitely. Me and Nate could definitely kick your butt.
Nick alone, Ingman alone can kick my.
So
I played with Ing.
shut the
with
trap.
Ingman's team. Peyton and I have. And
Facts.
with Ingman's team, I got the silver. Peyton, on the other hand, you need to step it up, let it.
Okay.
Yeah, you-
I'm at gold
I'm not,
2 now.
I, you know what, Peyton? I'm gonna go there. Don't strangle me. Not now. Don't now. Just think this through. You are kind of the Cade Bernhardt of Rainbow. Think it out. Think it out. Think it out. Think it out.
Castle
Cade-
wasn't good.
Shush. Kane really knew meta, but was hot garbage at the game.
Peyton isn't hot garbage.
But hey,
Well,
you don't
until he's
insult your
7th level,
teammates
he's gonna
like
be
Kane,
Kane.
and you don't blame. You know when you mess up, other than when Kane was back here.
Yeah, because I know I screw up.
Yeah, you know you screwed
And
up.
I tried to fix it, at least.
Then don't go.
Hey,
against
Nate's
someone
gold.
who
Hey,
doesn't
Nate's.
know what
Hey, Nate is gold 2 now. Someone who brought up it by who? I'm listening. He's listening. Who brought him up to gold 2, Peyton?
Did I say I did it by myself?
You know, DJ Remy done here.
He just wants to make sure that you know that he helped.
No,
Hey Nate, can you carry me to Platt so I can be above Peyton?
I think I can honestly.
just
beat
because you carry it, that doesn't
I'm
necessarily
doing
mean.
one better.
Nate, I want to
Frequency.
be fully honest with me. No favoritism or anything. Do you think I could outrank Peyton in R6?
With how low you played the game recently, no.
Well, not how I played the game recently. I don't have time to play the game, Derek.
No, just
It's
print
almost
time.
as if
Just print time, dude. You can
If
make
I
more money that
if
way.
I put in time, back when I was in my
If you
prime,
put in time, maybe.
Yeah.
There's a chance.
I'm waiting for it. Come on. He's thinking about it.
There's a chance that he could have.
Not at the current level right now. Or if you put in the work and time.
Yeah, if I put in the work and the time, I could definitely. I agree with you,
But
Nate.
at the same time, I will also be putting the work and time into it.
I think I can overdo you.
Get
though.
a job, baby.
Will be soon.
Now, Nate, if we were both to put in the time and effort, me being at a disadvantage because I can't really play right now. I have a lot of things, school, drama, stuff like that.
That's what my parents say with me. They didn't stop giving me crap until
You,
I found a job.
you know what, Nate? I believe that.
I can't read from here.
Anyone can be better than anyone with the right
Yeah.
amount of effort.
True.
I'm
DJ
gonna
could
go and
beat
be
Faker.
Trick to G.
DJ could beat Faker if you put in enough effort.
Crack, bro. It'll be hard to tell.
Yeah, I feel like it would be a good rivalry. Because I beat Nathan once. I beat Nate once when he was like in his not his prime, which I'm only going off on that because I knew dang well if he was in his prime he would kick my butt. Which we had a 1v1 a while back, and it was fun because it was really close.
Man, I love having people that I can play.
But he
against
obviously
matches
won.
with
Nate
that
won.
don't take it completely seriously. Cade, not Sharpman.
I used to take games super seriously. That's why Nick Hamilton didn't like 1v1ing me in league. But then I realized he would 1v1 me if I just took it for fun. And when I did it for fun with him, he thought it was all cool. And that's when I realized maybe I shouldn't be as competitive. Unless like I'm with someone who wants to also be competitive. Because I know dang well me and Peyton, we love being competitive. That's just how we have fun.
Yeah.
Watching
I mean, I'm not as
Cats,
competitive right now. I've been a little bit more lax lately, but
Why is Smith taking out all your competitiveness?
what? No, I've just been
Leave
relaxed.
that one too.
You relax because of Smith? Nah.
No,
that one
because
too.
of that one.
Oh yeah, that's fair enough.
No, just
I feel like
play
Smith
with
would
our
do
other
the
friends.
opposite.
Leave that out too. Just play with one of our other friends that only plays quick match.
We don't need to blip him out. He's not gonna figure this out.
Precaution.
No.
Safety torch.
Payne's the one editing.
Honestly,
See? Yeah, I agree.
honestly, Payne, sometimes I just want to go into a quick match with you and just screw around using shotguns and pistols all night. That'd be a fun
Yeah,
little cool.
but that's also like
I have been going to quick matches with the Ham, the John, and the Drew. No, the
Okay.
Fair enough.
more.
Oh, that's right. He's using his brother's PC now.
Mm-hmm.
I've
But
been in
yeah,
a few quick matches with them, and I've just been using the SMG a lot to get practice with it.
not just use shotguns.
Smoke.
Just only shotguns.
Oh, the foe. I have no clue. Where is the foe?
Work.
Yeah, he's at work.
But anyway, since we're on the topic of CA,
It's about 4:30. You have 2 minutes.
R6 updates are coming out.
Oh, for what?
Well, new maps out now.
Oh no.
What's it called?
Oh.
Is it Santa Fe?
That was
hilarious.
Parker loved that.
No, yeah. What was it? What? Imagine making one.
Wow. Yeah,
Anyway,
I can.
what
It's
was the-
nice.
What was the new map lately? Something
Nate, what is the
garden.
new map for
I feel like it was something garden.
Marvin Gardens from Monopoly? Oh, and we're back because I may have unplugged it.
I don't know. I don't know because when you look at the map, it kind of looks like a garden of some
That's
sort.
fair.
So.
Nate, what is your view on this Emerald Plain? Since I guess you're a part of the podcast now. Also, is it like super hard for people to read what he's saying in the chat because of that little sunset?
Maybe
thing?
I might have to go back and change.
Yeah,
that.
I think so because I saw the last podcast and I'm like, I have no clue what that person's saying. Yeah.
Nate, it doesn't practice start at 4:30. For you guys?
Not for us. We don't start till 6.
We don't either.
Yeah, call time is.
Or
at
call
6.
time's at 6. He never said anything before 6.
We like. I think we actually start stuff at like 6:30.
Yes.
I think, unless it gets pushed back to 7:30.
I don't know. Only played it once, so haven't played it enough to tell.
Oh.
It's literally been out for like a day or two.
Gotcha.
But new bandit rework, mainly for bandit tricking.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
like what is it? Like he can have he has like a bunch of electricity now.
No, I think he still has the same. Maybe he's up to 6 now, but he's able to place multiple charges on one wall.
Oh, thank God. It makes it so much easier than shooting it and putting a new one down or picking it up and putting it
But
down.
also, attackers for a secondary gadget get an EMP.
EMP.
Basically a pocket thatcher. Yeah.
Because I'm guessing
no,
the reason why is because Thrasher is never being used ever again.
Well, no, we don't. You don't have to. It doesn't matter if you ban them because they have 3 EMPs on their team. Oh no,
And,
that's garage door out.
What all
But
characters
it's like
have the EMP?
from what I've saw, at least I know Gridlock has them.
I'm gonna start playing Gridlock. So
But it's like a yin candle.
DJ's mom.
The longer you cook it, the more radius it gets. bigger the radius.
No.
Does it damage you?
No,
It just takes away all your electronic capabilities. So if you have a laser sight,
Let's talk about how Nomad got a nerf and people are banning her in ranked constantly. What was her nerf?
What was her nerf?
Who?
Oh yeah, her nerf where you get up quicker now from Oryx charges and Nomad charges. You get up instead of I think it was 2.4 seconds, it's now 1.2.
that's
Shaved
a
it.
big.
They shaved it down to half.
I would have made like 1.8, 2 at most.
Yeah, because
You still have a chance.
I don't know,
at that
because
point.
now they have a way better chance of.
Oh,
killing
and you
them.
also stay prone. Stay
What?
prone or crouch, yeah. When you get up,
that's
literally,
annoying.
it's literally almost instant up.
So you're still. It didn't do anything then because you're just still dead.
Yeah. Well, not really, but there was other patches coming out. Oh crap, I can't remember. And now there's 4 other patches coming out. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Those are the only ones that I know off the top of my head.
Might will not even ban Thatcher now. Other than they get him out for his gun.
The AR-33, yeah, the AR-33 ain't bad.
With ACOG.
I know ACOG.
Yeah. Joey's gonna be happy if they start
Joey's gonna be
ban him.
so happy, but he actually I think Joey prefers 4As.
No. You say you like Thatcher better because of the ACOG.
Talking about our 6. Time to armor up. Yay, Christmas sweaters. Merry Christmas. Fuse.
Wait, hold up. Were there 6? Was there 6 in the kill feed?
No, there was.
The hostage.
Yeah.
And hostage.
So there's 6. Let's go.
Let's go.
Proper fuse
Not
gameplay.
even confirmed. Coming.
We don't negotiate with terrorists, and we certainly don't negotiate with their hostages.
FPS Russia. Brr.
That's what I said. They were coming. They're not confirmed.
I am queuing with EMP grenades to ruin your life.
I know those will be absolutely pain. for
Jaeger
defense.
and we played so much more now.
Right now, I think it's they basically. I think they're overbalancing now.
Yeah.
They're starting to overbalance where attackers have the absolute advantage in defense.
They're pulling the league.
Yeah, because
One thing's overpowered, so they make the other thing overpowered, and it's gonna be constant back and forth.
oh yeah, the claymore things. You get 2 claymores,
No,
and Gridlock gets an extra.
Cali
spike trap.
Mango burp.
no.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
think of this: Gridlock has claymores, and she gets an extra spike trap.
Oh wow. Feet be gone.
Ow, Legos.
But I'm not really mad about the Claymore thing. That's just whatever.
Yeah.
No, I'm more mad about the Gridlock thing because already throwing her 3 charges and 2 smokes, you can completely mask diffuser being planted.
Mm-hmm.
But now she has more, so she can even throw one back really far to stop them from moving.
Yeah. Okay, I got about 10 minutes before I probably should start getting ready. Baseball practice.
Yeah. But I think I'd probably head out here too
well,
soon too.
Anybody else got any more topics?
All right.
That guy, you got topics? No?
Yeah,
Okay.
cut me off at the very end because I have one topic that we do not want to discuss, but I'm gonna cut off right at the end just for funny haha jokes. All right, hold on. Let's do every bye-byes beforehand.
Yeah.
If you sneeze during this podcast, God bless you from the foe beyond the grave. Thank you for coming to this Foscottweman Report.
Yeah. Thank you for anybody coming out to the stream. Thank you, Mayor, for coming out, chatting with us. Thank you. We always do this every Wednesday, 3:30 Central Standard Time, or 3:40 usually. But come visit the channel on Twitch and YouTube as well, and the Scarlet Ink. But anyway, thank you all for coming out. This is our last week in this room, sadly.
Really?
We are being forced to move because our school is moving stuff in here that we cannot mess with.
Ah, gotcha. So, with the podcast being over, let's talk about